When did you get here? How did you arrive? You remember the time when you dead or alive? Is it your born day or the day that you died? Are you happy or sad? What's the reason you cried?
Peace, my friends. How y'all feel out there? It's your host, Kool Ken, checking in. And I want to welcome you back and thank you to those of you who had watched the first episode with Connor Curran. Let's give a big shout out and round of applause for him as well. So that was my first one, and it went pretty well. So if you didn't know, so I'm doing all the editing, everything myself. I wanted to come and talk to you today because this is my episode, so to speak. I just pretty much want to let you know that I appreciate those who are supporting the movement, and I'm excited. But before I start asking a lot of my friends and prominent people to be on this show, I thought that it would only be right if I told you a little bit about me. So for those who don't know about me, you're going to learn a little bit. Everybody knows, I shouldn't have said that everybody knows, because everybody doesn't know. But I'm from Lincoln Heights, Ohio, Zone 15, Exit 13. What's up? How y'all feel out there? I represent Lincoln Heights to the fullest. I'm extremely proud of my hometown, which is the first all-black city above the Mason-Dixon line. So, we have a lot of history in our hometown. A lot of prominent people came out of Lincoln Heights. I always have to pay my respects to Nicky Giovanni, the Isley brothers, they're from there. And we just got a host of so many people there, but those are the most prominent names. Dr. Charles Folds, and many others, including my father, Mr. Wilbur Powell. My pops, Will P. He's a coach of the neighborhood. He's the first person to teach me how to play all the sports, and I got my athleticism from him. So I want to give my pops, I want to give him his props. So, my pops, big up pops, I'm going to actually be bringing my pops on, not today, but I'm going to bring him on the podcast soon. And we have a great project that we're working on right now. I would have never thought that I'd have the opportunity to do any music with my pops. I never thought of that. I wanted to. I've asked him to go to the studio with me before, but he always kind of declined, like whatever. But he asked me. He reached out to me. He said, "Hey, you wanna do a song?" So we have a song now. It's called "Life Is Precious." I can't wait to premiere it for you. I think I'll premiere it here soon. But before I'm able to do that, we need to shoot the video, and I'm gonna have him here on the podcast. We're gonna get my pops up in here and have him, having a good time. My pops, he's super funny. Great person. So I wanted to talk to you all, just kind of give you some background of why I decided to start this podcast. Why I thought it was important to share these stories of positivity, these stories of motivation, inspiration, and uplifting of others. And it started because I was speaking with Connor Curran. Big shout out to Connor Curran. He was here on the first episode, and this will be the second. So I've been practicing a little bit better. And these episodes, they're going to get better as they go. But we needed to get Connor in front of people. Connor, he won the gold medal, team aerial skiing. where he did some great tricks. And yeah, it was great to watch. I actually saw it live in the Winter Olympics, but I didn't know it was him at the time. But yeah, it was Connor. We got to meet, and I'm rooting for him. So if you're looking for somebody, for a brand ambassador, somebody to represent your brand, hey, hit Connor Curran up. He's a gold medalist. Hey, he deserves it. So give him an opportunity. Shout him out. Big time. Shout him out. Shout him out. Back to Kool Ken, though. Kool Ken. It's me. My friends and family, they know me as Kenny. You know, Kenny Powell, Kenny P. Everybody know. Well, a lot of people know. I shouldn't say everybody knows me, but a lot of people from my area are familiar with me. I, as I said, I'm athletic. I played many sports coming up, from baseball, football, basketball, ran track, and wrestled. Wrestling is where I got my claim to fame, so to speak. But my pops, he taught me. He was my coach. He was a coach in the neighborhood. He taught and coached many kids coming up, football, baseball, and track. But mainly our baseball team is what my father was really known for. He did coach football as well, and he coached basketball as well. Like I said, he was an all-around athlete. I grew up with my dad, watching him play semi-pro football, playing in basketball leagues, playing in softball leagues. Yeah, he was all over the place. And I never knew that I was going to grow up and do so many things like my pops. He inspired me to do so many things without ever even having to tell me to do it. Other than, like, he took us, me and Rodney, Funky Rod. Big shout out to Funky Rod. He took me and Rodney to practice. I remember we went to football practice. We played football before we played baseball. We're like 5 years old. He takes us out to the Olympian Club, and that was out in Mount Healthy. It's a suburb of Cincinnati. And we go out here, and he didn't tell us where we were going. We just got in the car, went for a ride, and we see these kids running. He said, "Hey, get out there and run with them kids." The rest was history. That was our first football practice. That's how we were introduced to practicing. We had no clue. My pops said, "Hey, get out there and run," and so that's what we did. I was the smallest, always the smallest out there, man. The shortest, smallest dude on the field, whether it was the baseball field, football field, basketball court, where I was always the smallest. But the one thing I had heart. I had heart. I wasn't afraid. And that was because of my dad. My dad, hey, he made me tough. I'm straight up. I ain't had no Kool-Aid in this heart at all. No Kool-Aid was pumping through this heart. He taught me how to box. He put boxing gloves on me and Rodney early. Been fighting since I was like 5 years old. Kindergarten. You ain't supposed to be fighting that early. Shoot, my dad told me, don't let nobody hit you first. That was back in the day. He said, hey, if there's somebody if they getting arms raised, if they're threatening you and talking all this, man, he said, let them talk. If they over there, let them talk. If they come in your face, fire on them. So that's it. Hey, that was my teaching back in the day in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? It was different. These kids nowadays, they don't know how to defend themselves, unfortunately. And that's why these discussions are important. The importance of being able to defend yourself from bullies, from all types of stuff. And it does keep the violence down. These guns need to go. I don't understand why these kids, they don't fight anymore. Everybody didn't fight. There are people that I knew that never had a fight. And not saying that you have to fight, but sometimes you got to defend yourself. Sometimes here's what it is. Sometimes it may take you to fire on somebody so they leave you alone, and peace comes from that sometimes. But now they have guns, so now if you fire on somebody, now they're gonna come back blasting, and I that's the piece that I don't get. I don't get. We played sports coming up, and that kept us out of trouble. That kept us out of trouble. All the kids nowadays, they have their devices, and that keeps them pacified to an extent. They got their video games, but everything is evolved around violence. And that's a whole different topic. We can come back and talk about that. Right now, we want to talk, and I want to give you some insight on me, on how I was able to overcome some obstacles, on how I continued to persevere and didn't give up, on how I'm not perfect. I make mistakes all the time, and I do my best to. I just want to be a better person. At least I do. I wake up every day, every day that I'm blessed with the opportunity to open my eyes and wake up. I pray, that I'm gonna be a better person today than I was yesterday. Um, I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I pray that we make it to our destinations peacefully, safe and sound, and make it back home safe and sound. Um, we can't take those travels in our car. We can't take it for granted. That's one of the most dangerous things that we do every single day. We don't even think about it. So you gotta say your blessings. You gotta say your prayers. You gotta be thankful. You gotta be appreciative. You have to be humble. I'm an extremely humble person. I'm very humble. I'm very appreciative. Um, but I'm no sucker. I'm no punk. None of that type of stuff. I don't take it kindly when people take my kindness for a weakness. I let people know. I speak my mind. I will listen to you. However, if you're telling me something that I don't believe in or something, I have the right to say no to it. I'm 55 years old, so I don't necessarily need your approval, especially when you're telling me something wrong. I'm gonna speak up. Though I have a pet peeve. One of my main pet peeves is for people telling me what to do. I don't like to be told what to do at all, especially when I'm doing the exact thing that you're telling me to do. It's almost. I know you hate that too. I know you be right in the middle of doing something, cleaning up, whatever it may be, and then somebody comes by and reminds you that like they just thought of it because they're seeing what you're doing. They're gonna tell you to do it. Come on, I don't like that. I hate being micromanaged. Those are pet peeves of mine. So when people tend to get under my skin, that's how you'll see a different side of me. I'm never going to be loud or anything like that. I just look at you funny, like, and my facial expressions, I can't help it. My facial expressions tell on me. If you're talking to me crazy or till you saying something that's unacceptable, my face is going to let you know that it's unacceptable. And I will tell you, like, hey, man, cut it out. I have time for that. I've said that many times. I work in the field of, I work with people. I'm in sales. With sales, that's a customer service. You have to be respectful. You have to be kind. You have to be mindful. You have to be able to educate people. I sell BMWs, by the way. I sell BMWs. And you have to be knowledgeable of the products that you sell. When I'm outside of work, my patience is thin because you have to have a lot of patience when you're dealing with people, you have to be extremely patient. So when the shoe is on the other foot, when I go to different establishments and I'm looking to purchase something and I'm not treated professionally or you know, respectfully, I'm going to let you know. I'm not going to be loud about it or anything like that, but we have the right to take our business elsewhere, and I'll let you know. And that's the only time that I can be kind of mean, is when I'm not being treated right. And my being mean is holding you accountable. We have to be responsible, accountable, and dependable. And me as being a coach, yeah, that's right. I was a coach also. I retired from coaching. I coached over 20 years. I started coaching Little League initially, and then moved my way on up through the ranks, middle school, high school, varsity, and ultimately becoming head wrestling coach. I was head wrestling coach at a local high school here, Cincinnati. I was there for 7 years. Actually, it was my alma mater, Princeton High School, one of the top schools in the country. Especially when we were in school, we had a lot of accolades coming up. A lot of things, but our school was actually replaced. The actual building that we went to school with is no longer existent. It's across the street. Everything was moved across the street. A beautiful campus. Everything is brand new, and hopefully these wins will start coming back like we used to. And big shout out. I gotta give a big shout out to the Princeton Vikings boys basketball team, as well as the girls basketball team. The boys basketball team, Coach Brian Wyatt, state champion, 2026, or 2020, yeah, 2026 state champion. 2025, I apologize. 2025 state champions. And the girls, we almost went back to back. We almost had the girls champion, boys and girls. So the girls, they got runner up. Shout out to Coach D. Davis, Princeton High School. Yeah, we got a great football season coming up. I like to see those kids do great things. So big shout out to the entire district, the school, the organizations that are coming up, Lincoln Heights organizations, Woodlawn. Thank you for everything that you guys do over there as well. So you can see it's a little difficult to talk about myself without any questions. Like if you're asking me some questions, I can pretty much go freely from there, but it's difficult for me to give accolades to myself. I prefer to speak highly of others. And I keep reverting back to my father because of the projects that we're working on. My dad right now is getting up in age, and his memory isn't as great as it used to be. So I want to make sure that I get as much footage with my dad so I can share with the world, because you need to see him. He has a great, great story, and I want to share my dad's story with others, because he was a great coach in the community. He's done a lot. He's uplifted so many, and I am a direct result from my father. I mean, I'm his son, and I never knew that I wanted to coach. I didn't think I did, but my dad, he said the one thing to me that made sense was complaining about coaches that didn't know what they were doing. So I said, I'm telling my dad, like, this kid, he didn't even play sports coming up. They don't know what they're doing. You know what my daddy told me? Go help them. That was the realest thing that anybody could have said, because at the moment I wasn't thinking that way. I'm just thinking about who should be coaching, but I didn't think of myself as being that coach. So to all of the coaches out there that are giving back, that are helping, we appreciate you, because a lot of prominent athletes, the best players, the best athletes that came out of high school, they went away, went to college, and started families elsewhere, and they're not available sometimes. So thank you to those who are doing the right thing and coaching out there and helping the kids, because they definitely need it. We need your help. These next few episodes of Get Your Mind Right, I have some great people coming up. I wish I can give you the lineup right now, but I want you to stay tuned. We have so many people, like I said, educators, we have coaches, we have entrepreneurs, we have community leaders, so many people that are positive and giving back into the community. The philanthropy of it is extremely important. It's important that we do give back, and the unity is tantamount. We have to unite as a people, as a community, in order to be successful for the long haul. Our unity will allow us to defeat the hate. Our unity will allow us to defeat the racism, all the bigotry, all the hypocrisy that's out there. We just have to start holding people accountable, like straight up. We have to say stop, and no, and not accept the BS. And you know what I mean? There's so much out here that's going on. We need some balance. And that's what I choose to give back, is balance. I want to add balance to your playlist of music, because those of you who know me, I do music. I have a song, my podcast is called Get Your Mind Right, but my song is called Get Your Mind Right. It's a great song, produced by High Tech. I have a very, very good singer that's singing on this song with me, Veranda. V, that's what I call her V to the double E. Gibson, she's a great singer. I'm very, very honored to be on a song with them of this caliber, with a Grammy nominated producer, legendary producer, High Tech. So big shout out to High Tech, man. Much respect. Thank you so much for listening. So with that being said, our next episodes are going to be released on Wednesdays. So we'll record. I have in-studio recording also. So we have a nice studio in studio. So if those that are flying in town, if you're in town and you want to sit down with Kool Ken on Get Your Mind Right podcast, we'll meet at the podcast patio and make everything happen from there. Like I said, so this will be, it went from one episode, like I said, to now we have a season. So our season is going to be 10 episodes. I already have 10 interviews lined up already. So thank you for those who have for allowing me to interview you. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to be able to sit back and talk with you individually and share our stories to the world. Each of us have a story. We do. Um, and all of our stories are different. We all have had some obstacles to overcome, from homelessness to being incarcerated, um, to being looked over, forgotten about, to be counted out. And we fought through, right? Didn't give up. And that's part of it. We have to be able to show that it's not easy. It's not going to be always laughs and giggles. There's going to be some tears, sweat and tears. Sometimes, you're going to have some scuffs. You're going to get dirty, get knocked down. You got to get back up. Because while you're sitting down there, nobody's helping. You know what I mean? You can be laying down there asking, with your hand up in the air, asking for somebody to help you up, and they just walk right over you. They do that on in the games, like in football or basketball. Sometimes, but you get knocked down, your opponent ain't gonna help you up. You got to get up, or you have to have a friend help you up, and that's how you get through the hardships, hard times. Sometimes you have to go at it by yourself, but there's gonna be one or two people. You may not even know them. Then they'll reach a hand out to help pull you up. Be that person. Be that person that's going to help those that's knocked down, those that's having difficulties getting back up. Be that person to encourage them to keep going, to help them. Sometimes they might not need a monetary help. Sometimes they might just need some words of encouragement. So check on your people out there. Help your people, all right? And get your mind right. Get your mind right. Like I said, I'm here every Wednesday. The episode is going to be about 30 minutes long. And you can like, subscribe, and share this message and this show, all right? It's your guy, Kool Ken. Get Your Mind Right Studio. I thank you for watching. Like I said, we have some great shows coming up, and you'll learn more about me as we go. We're gonna learn. I'll give you bits and pieces as we go. But as of right now, it's gonna be about our upcoming guests. And if you have anybody that you think I should talk to, hit me up. You can reach me at koolkenz15@yahoo.com. Just follow me on, like I said, follow me on all social media. That's Kool Ken Z15, KOOLKEN Z15. That's across the board. The podcast, you can find it on all podcast platforms, like YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts. We're all over. Like I said, it's 100% legit. And shout out to those who are doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to those who are doing your thing. Not afraid. You guys, you have a great evening. And I'll be seeing you again here soon. It's your boy Kool Ken signing off. And we're going to get your mind right real quick. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to play this song as we get out of here.
When did you get here? How did you arrive? You remember the time when you dead or alive? Is it your born day or the day that you died? Are you happy or sad? What's the reason you cried? Do you show your emotions or keep them inside? Let it all build up and you calling it pride. Not afraid to do wrong, always ready to ride. Always contradicting, never stating you fried. Can you just close your eyes but open your mind? Whether you're waiting in line or doing some time, just listen. No need to chime, I'm giving you knowledge, not dropping a dime. Wanna give you the jewels, to use them as tools. Wanna see you move forward and see you improve. Pull you out of the dark and into the light. Stand tall and be ready to fight. Get your mind right, time flies, stop wasting your time. I'm going for mine to the end of the line. Never said it was easy, but steady I climb. Staying focused in the limelight. Get your mind right, time flies, stop wasting your time. I'm going for mine to the end of the line. Never said it was easy, but steady I climb. Staying focused in the limelight. Get your mind right, what makes you listen? All you
Appreciate y'all. You have a good evening. Peace, love. Holla at you guy.